What's going on? Welcome back to our 5-year celebration here on Tarqaron. We're live and in person for the first time in 9 years?
So it's crazy. 9 years.
9 years, never before seen on the channel.
It is the never before seen the channel. It's been 9 years, yeah, a little over that because it was PAX 2015, I think is what PAX 2015. So that was it was 9 years ago now. Crazy.
And we're here. We just watched the premiere of Survivor Micronesia.
Yeah, a little bit of a bummer,
Johnny
but
Fairplay voted out.
Is what it is at that point. You know, we get the whole backstory as to why. So at least I got the rundown. Really unfortunate. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Better luck next time. So
it was fun seeing everybody back, though.
Yeah,
seeing all the people.
Yeah,
they came back. And have some interesting dynamics going into it.
Definitely some interesting, a lot of romance, a lot of hot love going on right now, and I think we're going to see some climaxes of some kind in the next episode.
And then we're going to get to see this game develop now that we got the Johnny Fairplay out of the way.
The Johnny Fairplay of it all is out of the way.
So
it's unfortunate.
You look at the parallel universe where that didn't happen, and just a completely different game would unfold.
Who would have gotten out there? I mean, it's who's to say? It could have been.
No one was saying Johnny Fairplay.
It could have been Parvati. It could have been
Eliza.
Not Parvati. It could have been. Could have been Eliza. Yeah.
Those are the two they said.
Hard to say. But.
All right. Let's get into the next episode.
Let's do it up.
Click link in the description to see the highlights of a reaction and come back afterwards for the discussion.
All right. Why did he do that?
Plausible deniability?
Maybe. That's so weird, though. You don't know each other's handwriting. It's way too early to know that.
Yeah.
Right? You'd think.
But for the numbers, I guess he's going to try to go to Mikey B. Be like, oh.
I don't know what's going on. Well, he did say, that was the thing. He did sort of try to play it up. Yeah, he was like, whoa, what's going on? Maybe he's trying to play that up.
I think people just got confused when you talk about splitting the votes and everybody just threw votes on Mary.
Threw votes on Mary.
I think it was a big mistake.
Big mistake. But
what's going on?
Big mistake.
What happened, guys? We were doing the split thing.
We're doing the splits,
I was so on board for that.
We're doing the splits. We were splitting it up.
Mary was voted out.
Mary's out,
by association of Mikey B.
Really, and Joel made some major moves in terms of convincing people to vote that way.
I mean, Mary didn't even know what hit her. You know?
No, literally no clue. What's going on there?
It's one of those things where she's chilling. She's like, well, I'm not rocking the boat or anything. We'll vote Chet out, whatever.
Yeah, and then she was like, I'm stunned. I don't even know what to say.
Get to start playing yet, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for being me. I mean, it was just, you got it. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. A lot of drama started with the fans this episode, though. There's all kinds of fans, yeah. There's drama with the fans, yeah. They were all talking about
favorites when I hear fans.
All drama with the fans because they were racing to Flint, couldn't start fires. Everyone was getting mad at Kathy. Everyone was getting upset at everyone else, and the olds were on the outs. And Jason didn't want to give Kathy his spot in his cave. He's just like, I don't want her in here.
I told him, don't even come in our cave.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Just get out of our cave.
What's your old asses ruining the vibes?
Ruining the vibes of my cave. A lot of coupling up still. That's going harder than ever.
Well, I'd say.
And getting harder than ever, I think. What's going on there? I think what I wrote, when I said Mactown for Amanda and Ozzy, a lot of blood flow. There's a lot of blood flow happening there.
God forbid the fans get in on it.
No.
Can't have any of that. Can't have jungle love over here.
No.
Joel, shut that shit down.
Joel's
right
like,
now.
no, we're not having any of that. None of that. We're playing a straight game of Survivor. No.
And a little bit of homosexual as well.
Yes, we got that in there too. Yes. So
we got the two couples over there. What else did they show from the favorites? Did they show anything else?
It was a lot of that. I mean, Jonathan and Suri bonded over that. That was kind of actually a big move because he and Suri were talking about it. He's like, yeah, it's really stupid they're doing that, but it's like, honestly. And then she was sort of in agreement where she's like, yeah, this is like, we gotta play the game. So she's sort of aligning herself with Jonathan and the rest of that kind of group by that kind of association, I think. So that's kind of a big deal.
Jonathan was almost offended by like, you really gonna do this? And as if there's not one person awake right now, you're just gonna full on be making out?
Yeah. Well, that's also what like that's also what Suri was like, where she's just like, there's just like noises.
I think he had the same reaction on Cook Islands when it was like Adam and Candace. Because if we're playing a game for $1 million.
Yeah, right.
$1 million.
Right.
And we're here you're here just doing the love making and whatnot.
Doing the deed over here. It's like, I'm kind of in both camps. I can get like attraction with people. You wanna express that with each other. It makes sense. There's a lot of this. You're alone. You're in a beautiful setting,
right.
and there's genuine attraction. But at the same time, it's like you do kind of have to keep your head in the game a little bit. And by that I mean the one up here. You don't want to keep that one moving too much if you're a man.
You have to keep both heads in both.
Both heads in both. Yeah, because
it's a difficult balance.
Because it's on the one hand doing that is also going to help you out in the social game because that'll link you up a little bit. But you don't want to become too dependent on that because that can, especially so early, that can really like mess with the vibe. Yeah.
It puts a target on you and it's like...
Well, like it did on the other tribe. Immediately. It put them, because they're sort of flirting back and forth a little bit, and...
Right.
And Joel's like, no. We'll get rid of her.
Because if you see two people doing that, it's like, oh, I'm not getting in the middle of that. They'll always be closer to each other than they are to me.
Right. Exactly.
So that's immediately threatening by that. It's like, I can be in an alliance with them, but I'll kind of be the third, fourth wheel, whatever.
Right.
You just know, like, that's one of those... It's an alliance, but it's almost stronger than an alliance because you're less likely to backstab each other from that kind of a relationship.
Right. When you get intimate in that kind of way, that's it's harder to break that. That's just the way human relationships tend to work.
So that's kind of why he's offended. I feel like it's just so brazenly doing it in the open. And it's like you just expect no consequences from this.
Right. Yeah. Well. There's going to be consequences, I think, because Suri, the swing vote, really in this two alliance group, is also not really super on board this coupling that's been going on. So.
Right. Well, it's funny because even Rob and Amber, they were kind of obvious pretty early on.
Yeah.
And they still made it all the way to the end.
But it was interesting because they had other control methods in it. Big Tom being kind of in the mix there. Was Rob's kind of ace in the hole. They stayed
Big
pretty
Tom's
low
like the watch,
Yeah, exactly.
But even Rob and Amber, I don't feel like they were making out. Definitely not like day one making out in the shelter.
No. It took a while. It took a week or so.
Weekend they were falling fucking though. So
yeah, well, according to Rob's sister Nino, Rob and Amber are gonna do it. They're gonna do it one of these days.
And that Rob, sister Nina, you never take that away from them. They definitely did do it. At least a few times.
out there? Oh well, I mean, since that, I mean, yeah, he has now. We know that it's confirmed. Progeny exists. So
anything else? What else from this episode?
It was kind of overall. It was actually a pretty fun episode because I really liked the Exile Island duo. That was a lot of fun. Suri and Kathy. Yeah.
Suri went a whole season without going to exile.
Yeah.
That whole season it was like Cenaris and Terry, Cenaris and Terry.
Right, but Suri went and kind of handled it super well. It was.
You were setting them on a goose chase.
Yeah, it was a clue goose chase, and I thought it was really fun because it was a more interesting way to hide clues rather than just give them a clue and be like, all right, cool, what do I do about it? It's like the clue brings you to another clue, which then leads to another. So it's basically like the national treasure, kind of the national treasure sort of experience. John Voight. And that'll lead to another clue, and that'll lead to another clue. And what do you get then, Ben? So that's fun. And I think they got up to 4 clues before they kind of got stumped.
Yeah, and they just couldn't find it.
They couldn't find it after that. I think that was probably the last. I think it was the last one. I think the Immunity Idol was next, the Hidden Idol.
I'm saying in my whole Survivor fan fiction dreams, it would be straight up you're going to an island and there's people with quests out there. And then you just like
make it
random NPCs standing out there. Like you can just you just be going around doing your thing. You just stumble upon like a crazy character. Oh, I've been looking for help all this time.
Yeah, they sort of kind of did that a little bit with Pearl Islands in the beginning. It wasn't quite that because it was sort of like a free market.
Those are real people though.
But those are real people.
I'm talking just straight up characters.
It's just okay.
Like I lost my. Like they lost something, help me find it, and I'll give you something in exchange.
They sort of do that. That's Amazing Race. They do that. They kind of are characters a little bit. They're like, oh yes, here's your clue.
Yeah. They're like professionals usually, and whatever they're doing, they just kind of play it up.
Yeah,
there are people that play it up though.
They play it up. Yeah.
They'll come in and be like, no, wrong, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it?
I think that's about it. I mean, this is the Mikey Mary, the Mikey Mary of it all. I kind of was a drama. Joel was just really hating on that.
It just seems like really like almost like an ego thing.
It was a little bit. It was kind of like, how dare you? How dare you?
I want to be in control.
Yeah. Well, that was it. I mean, that was the thing. He's like, now I'm going to control this game after this. Yeah, it's like, okay.
Any final words for Mary?
Mary, did you know that you're getting voted out tonight?
She didn't. She didn't know, and it's too late. Only someone asked. That's a key question someone could have asked.
Maybe Kathy could have been like, Mary, did you know that you have a beauty mark on your left, business? Because I noticed it.
Really?
Yeah.
What? All right.
You notice things.
Who's the MVP for the episode?
MVP. You know what? I think I gotta give it to Joel for organizing that whole thing, for kind of flipping it on him. I think he kind of gets the MVP for that. It's a little bit of an ego. I don't know if I'm the biggest Joel stan. I don't know if I'm a big fan of him yet.
Already Joel stan.
But I like that we're willing to start wheeling and dealing and making moves already. When most of the time in this part of the game, it's just, we just get rid of the strongest. It might be playing his cards a little too early. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah. So
we'll come back next week for another episode of Micronesia. Fans versus favorites.
That's right. We're still going to be together at that point too. So
we'll still be betrothed.
Betrothed. We're still together. We're still together, of course. Yeah, we're still in person.
Not in a homosexual way, that's for sure.
Yeah. I don't swing that way, Zach. Sorry.
That's a little bit of Rudy for you.
A little bit of Rudy.
A little bit of Rudy with your Chet. Yeah, it's a good mix. You gotta have your good mix.
You gotta have them. You gotta have them all. Takes all kinds.
Hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah, this has been I've been liking this so far. It's fun to see some old favorites. Like I said, even if a lot of them are just getting busy with each other. It's
the whole season, they're fucking.
It's just like
wow.
There's a whole cleanup crew that has to deal with this every night. It's a mess.
No strategy. It's just they're all because the whole island's just making out and orgies.
It's Love Island, yeah. The island of love.
Previously on Survivor, these two fucked again.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing?
What is going on?
This is crazy.
The camera crew ran out of condoms. They ran out of
Drama
condoms.
ensues. The condom supply.
The condom supply runs dry. Imagine, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. I mean, like,
and then just cut to people like freaking out. Where are the condoms?
They have to have those. I feel like they do have them out there.
They do.
That's good. That's responsible of them. But I feel like, imagine the condoms run dry.
Oh no! You cut to like, where are the condoms? It's like pandemonium. They don't know how to function.
And they have to use rubber gloves as dental dams. Oh,
Just the nastiest, filthiest season of Survivor.
It just gets really. Like, that's really porn. It really gets just pornographic at that point. Just like, oh my gosh, it's horrible. Anyway, it's not for kids. That's for sure.
Like the Striking Vipers episode of Black Mirror, they go to immunity challenge. Don't even do the challenge. Just start going at it.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? These guys are falling behind.
Oh no!
No one's even doing the challenge.
No one's doing anything anymore.
They're just having sex.
That's addiction. That's what that is. That's brain rot. That's porn brain rot right there.
We'll keep it going.
All right. Well,
We're on the way.
I think that's about it. Looking forward to it. So retakes control of the game according to what he says. So we'll have to see what happens with that. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you enjoyed this video, what video should they check out next?
Ooh, there was something I was thinking about earlier. You should go check out our review of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
You were thinking about that.
I was thinking about that earlier when we were still on a Marvel high. Yeah.
Sexual tension. It's the name of the show. All right. Check that out. And come back for more next week.
All right. Okay.
Take care of yourself.
All right.
Subscribe if you enjoyed. All right.
All that stuff.